Unfading Love, the journey of discovery of CEO James and Lee Ce. In a world defined by ambition, heartbreak, and relentless pursuit, some stories are more poignant than others. One of them is that of CEO James and Lee Ce, a love torn between fate and time, but bound together by an unwavering thread of hope. Today, their story takes a fascinating turn. Ye's sudden disappearance is more than just an act of vanishing, it's the shattering of James's entire world. The once calm and calculating CEO finds himself adrift in grief, clinging to fading memories and unanswered questions. As the days pass, those around him try to fill the emotional void she leaves behind. Trang, a longtime admirer who has secretly harbored feelings for James, sees an opportunity to get closer. Yet James's heart, loyal, steadfast, never wavered. It belonged to Diep. Always. Then, like a flash in the dark, a call came. His confidant, CEO Hung, reported a possible meeting. A girl, who looked like Diep, had been seen on the outskirts of town. Without hesitation, James rushed forward, his heart both anxious and hopeful. Let her do it. Please, let her do it, he told himself, but the woman he found was not Diep. She had the same silhouette, maybe even the same eyes, but not her soul. Not the warmth that had once warmed him. The glimmer of hope gone, James stood in the wind, lonelier than ever. And then the call that really broke him came. His mother had collapsed. Rushing home, James was no longer a CEO looking for love. He was a son looking for salvation. His mother, pale and frail, had silently borne his pain, worrying through sleepless nights, never asking for anything in return. He knelt by her bedside and cried, "Mom, I'm so sorry." The moment became a quiet reckoning. He had been so caught up in chasing ghosts that he had forgotten the one person who had always been by his side. He vowed to continue searching for Diep, but not at the expense of those who were still by his side. Meanwhile, Officer Le, investigating a cross-border gambling ring, stumbles upon an old flyer on an old electric pole. Faded ink. Familiar eyes. Diep. Or rather, Wa, the nickname she used when he once rescued her from a drug ring. Le remembers her well, battered, silent, and mysterious. She stayed at his house for a short while, then disappeared like a whisper. To this day, he still doesn't know her name, or that anyone has searched for her so desperately. Le dials the number. James picks up. Within an hour, James stands before Officer Le, trembling with excitement. Where is she? Did you see her again? Le tells the story. She left quietly, never revealing her past. James listens, lips trembling, hope flickering like a candle. There are no traces, but there is truth. She's alive, James said. And that's all I need. That night, James didn't rest. Moved by James's genuine devotion, La mobilized the team. They went to villages, hospitals, motels, anywhere an anonymous, homeless woman might turn up. She's not a criminal, La said. But she's on the run like one. We can't let her disappear again. James drove alone to the house he and Diep had shared, a makeshift haven filled with laughter and light. Now it was cold and empty. The doors were locked. The silence was eerie, and yet he stayed. And then, in the darkness, a thought flashed through him. What if she was looking for me too? What if she was already on her way home? He turned back to the car, his eyes shining. Tomorrow, he whispered, I'll search every path from here to where she was last seen. I won't stop. In the distance, deep in the misty mountains, a small figure moved through the undergrowth. Diep, she didn't disappear. She was just silent, lost in fear, but not lost in spirit. Hardened by years of volunteering in remote areas, Diep knew how to survive. She kept her distance from people, trusting only in the woods and her instincts. Every night, she built a bamboo hut, ate roots and berries, and collected dew for water. And every night, she read an old piece of paper. I will always find you, wherever you are. Written by James. A lifeline. A promise. Just a little longer, she whispered. Please wait for me. Though bruised and tired, Diep did not stop. Because, she believed, somewhere, James was still searching. James drives, following the old paths with renewed determination. Diep climbs, getting closer each day. Two lost souls, but never letting go. One is nourished by love. The other is nourished by faith. Will fate be kind enough to reunite them? Or will the road be longer? Only time will tell.